right, all right. How you doing, sir?
Hey, man, I'm here, man. I want to say happy birthday to you again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. The Cinderella just turned back to the pumpkin. It's on the other side of midnight. It's the 31st now. But hey, we made it through. We made it through for another great day. Thank you for the well wishes. And hey, like you say, it's a blessing to make it another year. 54 on the floor. 54 on the floor. I appreciate it. It's I for a while I didn't want to celebrate my birthday, but I figured if I might as well go ahead and celebrate it, because if I'm not celebrating it for real, that means I ain't here.
Right.
Might as well go ahead and do it. What I didn't cut off. From the camera. There it is. Come on now. Quit playing. Quit playing. See, come on now. There we go. All right. All right. I was hooking up my external microphone. I'm just naming this thing here. You hear me? All right, good. All right. We're gonna roll with it. All right. And for disclosure, we are live by way of tape. We are taping this literally right about 12 hours ahead of time. I have an obligation I have to make sure I'm at tomorrow. So Felix was so kind to let us tape a little earlier. So we're gonna get it going because we want to make sure his batteries is still available. We don't want it to deplete. We're gonna keep it going. And as we get started, we want to send prayers out to actor Quentin Aaron. He is a gentleman that played Michael Orr in the in that movie The Blind Side. Great actor, great, even better young man. I met that young man in California years ago after that movie came out. Down in when I was in LA hanging with my good buddy Frank. He came and spoke to everybody in the building, shook everybody's hand. Everybody wanted a picture. He took a picture with him. Very, very gracious young man. So hope everything works out well for him. Because where I was at was down at a place called LA Live. It was like a Thursday night thing where Jamie Foxx would host it every Thursday night down at LA Live. And there was a lot of other celebrities in there. And nobody was nowhere near as kind and gracious as he was. So a lot of people didn't want to go, they separated the velvet rope. He crossed the velvet rope to come hang with the regular folks who wasn't celebrities, where some of the other ones didn't come nowhere near the velvet rope to speak to us quote-unquote comic folks. So I wish him well. Wish that young man well. Great guy, really great guy. All right. Let's go ahead and get it started. We're on the backside of the Michigan State loss to Michigan. And Michigan, and right now the Pistons are playing against the Warriors. Excuse me, in California right now. That game is right at about the beginning of the fourth quarter. We're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna monitor that game as we go through here. They're just at the end of the third quarter. We're gonna keep an eye on that as we go through. If that game completes while we are on live, we will make sure we update everything in terms of the Pistons and everything. But I can tell you, I watched that game last night against who they play? Phoenix. Yeah, I got some good observations. We will get to that when we get down to that segment. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with our first segment of the day, which is the topic of the week, which is brought to you by us, by the people who vote every week on our Facebook page. The topic of the week is: has the Detroit Lions Super Bowl window closed? Has the window closed? Or even a better question is, was there even a window there? Did they just get lucky and get as far as they did? What's your thoughts, sir?
Man, you already know, man. It never was a door there. Man, trash, man. It's over. SOL. I don't even want to say SOL. But yeah, it's over. Gotta go get a coach, man. If you gonna build it from the ground up, you have to build it from the ground up. Gotta go get a coach first. My man, look, that experiment has sailed, man. I was watching Rocky 5 the other night, and he told him, he said, "Hey, yo, Rock, there goes your boat." I said, "What boat?" "The one that's sinking." There it is. Over, man.
My specific feelings are this. I don't think that the window was closed. I think they're going to have to work hard in this offseason to maintain where they are or to take a step forward towards what they say they really want to do? I don't know if bringing in that the offensive coordinator was the right step. Hopefully it is, in terms of righting the ship, in terms of the offense. I really didn't think the offense was broke, quite honestly. I understand why they replaced the offensive coordinator. Because if you look at the number of points they scored this season, last season, the points weren't that much of an issue, but some of the running game was a little bit different. But at the same time, your line is hurt. You gotta have the right people in place. So that's what I mean when I say in the offseason, are you going to make those tough decisions? Dan Skipper's already retired. That money's off the books. Are you going to cut a few more people? Are you going to restructure some contracts? Are you going to go out and sign up some people in free agency? Detroit is actually a destination now. People want to come to Detroit. Where before, players around the league was like, I ain't trying to come to Detroit. Detroit, you crazy. They want to come play for Dan because they know it's a good organization now. But before,
I disagree there. But okay, I disagree there.
You don't think we can attract anybody in free agency?
No, they going to Chicago. You about to lose one of your current players back to where he came from. Demo going there. Watch, he going right back to Chicago.
Demo's still on a contract. You think they're gonna keep him, or they gonna ask him to restructure?
Who?
David Montgomery.
Man, he gone, man. Ain't nothing you can do. He gone. That was a frustration year, man.
They would literally have to cut him. He's under contract.
Well, they gonna cut him. He gonna ask to be cut. He gone, man. He not. You can tell the body language, all that. You went from running me and giving me plays, and you gave me carries to now you start limiting my carries. Nah, man, I'm good. I can go somewhere else. They about to become the beasts of the North, the Bears. It's gonna be the Bears, the Packers, the Vikings, the Lions. Just how it ended this year. Going nowhere, man. It's over. It never really was a window there. It never was a door there. I keep trying to. You have to get a coach. Yeah, that's cool. A former player take over. How did it work out in San Francisco with Mike Singletary?
Oh man, that was a disaster. It hurt my heart because I love Singletary.
And that was a Super Bowl
champ. On the sidelines at 85. And 85 said he appreciated it.
Vernon Maxwell said can't play with him. Can't use him. Can't play with him. Made him lead the game. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice experiment to try. It's failed, man. Because Dan don't know what he's doing. It's his last hurrah. This your fourth coordinator. You going now. This don't work. You're going. Like Jalen Rose said when they first started, all 5 freshmen. This shit better work. This ain't about to work. Over, man.
Speaking of Jalen Rose, happy belated birthday to him. He and I share the same birthday. We are 365 days apart. I'm 1 year older than he is. And so, yeah, shout out to Jalen Rose, Southwestern High School. And a lot of people I went to high school, went to middle school with, either went to Southwestern, Western, Northern, or Murray Wright. Or Castle Renaissance, of course. A good portion of them went over to Southwestern. And I got to know Jalen. As a matter of fact, Howard Isley, he and I went to middle school together. And he played with him over there at Southwestern. So yeah. Got to meet Jalen in high school. He's a pretty cool guy. Pretty down to earth. So shout out to him. Window, I think it's still relative. Anybody has a window. Anybody has a window that want to have that window in the NFL. If you want to go out and be successful, you can. If you want to go out
you're going in year 6. This is year 6.
Yeah, I think he's on the precipice of being the Lions' most winning coach. He's getting close to Mr. Fontes record, if I'm not mistaken.
This is year 6.
So I honestly don't see the Lions firing him. I really don't.
Give it time.
I don't think Miss Ham and Miss
They're gonna have to. Okay, the first 8 games, he ended up being 4-4, 2-6. He gone.
4-4, no. 2-6, possibly. 1-7, probably.
3-5.
Possibly and probably.
You gotta figure. Next year, Micah coming back. You gotta see them twice. The Bears, gotta see them twice.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously sold on the kid from Michigan. You gotta see them twice.
Gotta see JJ.
Hey, you gotta see them twice.
And if you can get a guy off the street and lose to him on Christmas.
They went and got a guy who used to work at Don Donuts.
The guy virtually off the street and losing him on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's
time to go, man. The experiment is over. I'm just saying, it's time to go. It was fun while it lasted. Time to go.
I can definitely see that. All right, moving forward to NFL, we got NFL coaching hires. We got right now the Giants, of course, they have Harbaugh. Mike McCarthy is in Pittsburgh. What were they thinking?
That was a good look. That was a good look.
Here's why I say that. Here's why I say what were they thinking. The Pittsburgh Steelers have a habit of hiring somebody who's going to be there long term. So, and to me, if they're hiring Mike McCarthy, they're saying they should be able to win now. Do they have a quarterback to do that? Is the system in place to do that? I don't know. So, what Mike McCarthy didn't he coach? What's his name in Green Bay?
Hey, Coach Aaron. That's why they won the Super Bowl. Him and Aaron. Is that marriage ready to be rekindled? Is that a good marriage to be put back together? We don't know what the crybaby intake is. Cause see, the whole thing gonna be he don't want to come training camp.
Right.
So you want to go through another year of that?
He gonna go back to the mountains and he gonna take that
snakes and berries and all that. But that's what I'm saying. Do you want to go through that? Leadership reflects captain. So what I'm saying is, do you want to go through that? So why I got to report and he don't? Because he Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't cool.
That's how
the locker room get divided.
Yep. Baltimore now has Jesse Minter. Buffalo Bills elevated Joe Brady. We text back and forth on that one. It was like, why? In that case, you should have kept the old coach. Cleveland brought in Tom Monken. I think that's going to be a good hire. I really do. I got a feeling you and Purdue are going to be able to work together and be just fine.
Should have went got Dion.
Atlanta. Say it again.
Should have went got Dion.
Nah. Dion, I've said many times he don't want to coach the pro. And I'm glad he's not trying to coach the pro. I don't see that working out well. Atlanta has Stefanski now. Saleh is in Tennessee, and Miami hired Jeff Hafley. Arizona still looking for a coach. Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. Of those coaches, there are no black coaches, head coaches. No minority coaches. There's a few. I think Saleh does count for the Rooney Rule in terms of Tennessee bringing him in. So they're going to get a draft. I think they get a draft pick because of that. So there's no. You consider him a minority hire, but no black coaches hired. Is the Rooney Rule even worth even having anymore now?
Well, I mean, you got, even though he already a coach, you got Aaron Glenn in New York. You got my man with the Texans. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry. And you have my man for Tampa Bay. I forget his name. Yeah. But
I'm talking about in the new hire cycle. They let's see. What's the name was going out? Atlanta had the black coach down there. He's gone.
Right, of course.
Steelers had the black coach there. That's black two right there. In Miami, technically, black coach there, so that's 3 black coaches. Even though the Miami coach really didn't consider himself to be a black coach, he considered himself to be a human being.
Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald.
Oh, I didn't know he was black. Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mixed lineage. You people. I don't want to say it wrong and have people mad at us sending us letters unnecessarily. I have to say that for women's sports talk.
Bring the wine back. All I'm saying, I mean, at the end of the day, man, okay, so we can all throw names out, right? Eric Bieniemy went back to Casey, right? Byron Leftwich hasn't been offered a head coach job. Mike Tomlin stepped down. You got my man in Tampa Bay, African American. You got the dude in Houston, African American. You got old boy from the Jet, Aaron Glenn. It's kind of hard to break that barrier. It's 32 teams in the NFL with a handful of black coaches. You got Vance. He's the defensive coordinator in Denver. Vance Joseph used to be the head coach. Then they fired him, and then they hired Sean Payton. But Sean Payton kept him on as the defensive because that's what he was before he became the head coach. With that being said, it's kind of hard for African Americans to break through. You got to be a bad mama jamma to break through to be a head coach. That's why I said Cleveland should have went and got Deion. You could have bought that contract out in Colorado. He did good with him in Colorado.
I think it's going to be last Deion. Unless Deion make the playoff, not the playoffs, make a bowl game this year, it's probably going to be Deion's last year.
Because Colorado, last time Colorado was relevant was my man, Bill McCartney.
Yeah. Back in the early 90s.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Neuheisel had him kind of decent too. Rick Neuheisel did have Colorado.
It was decent for a little bit. Yeah, but we'll talk about that more as we get into back in the summertime in terms of Deion as the world turns according to Deion, especially since Deion to tell you what his favorite thing to say. We ain't hard to find. No. So he'll let you know. He'll let you know where he at. Let's see what else we got on the NFL side. Bill Belichick snub. What do you think about that? Do you think he was snubbed that he didn't get to the Hall of Fame for the as a first time head coach, as a first time ballot?
That's all part of the propaganda, man. They had to do it like that. At the end of the day, Bill did a lot of wrong more than he did right. Let's be honest.
He got 6 Super Bowls, but he got the
Flake. The bull when he was the defensive coordinator in New York with the tuna. Yeah, he didn't did some. I mean, we can't turn the blind eye, right? He didn't did some dirt. Sometimes it catch up with you. I ain't saying it caught up with him, but yeah, sometimes it catch up with you.
That little karma in itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Karma itself. They were saying some conspiracy theories is that the New England's owner didn't want to go in at the Hall of Fame at the same time as him, and you know, got people to change their vote and stuff like that. You know, and people not stepping up saying they didn't vote for this or that. But I just think my personal opinion is that it's a little bit of karma. It's a little bit of karma. Sometimes you're alive to see your karma come back to you. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes
about Mr. Kraft. Robert Kraft.
Mr. Kraft, he ain't the cleanest guy in the world. He had the little stop at the little, massage parlor thing. He got caught up with that.
And it all went away.
It went away quickly. Real quick. So, hey, you got the money, the means, and the lawyers and the people in the background to do it. What you got to do. That's what I say. But hey, I've seen that in a lot of different ways in my life. And also, Vikings fired GM Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. And he was fired today. And a lot of people say that had something to do with the fact that they should have kept what's the name for one more year? The redhead. What's the name? Say it again.
Sam Darnold.
They should have kept Sam Darnold for one more year, and by them letting him go, that him going to have so much success and go to the Super Bowl the next year. That even though they did draft J.J. McCarthy as a first rounder, and he didn't pan out the way they thought that he would, like some of those other rookie quarterbacks have done in the last couple drafts, they cost him his job. So we'll see. Hopefully, he'll land on his feet somewhere, and he can be a good consultant or something like that, or go be an agent. But give him a chance to do something different and better. Do something different and better. Hopefully that'll work out. All right, don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget that we are on live by way of tape on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Roku channel, Maxim TV Network. And we will probably not be on TikTok, but we'll be back on TikTok when we go live again. But I'm gonna put this QR code in right now. Y'all click on this QR code for our TikTok. we can get enough people on the TikTok side where we don't have to worry about this. So when we set the timer, it just go off and play on the TikTok side. We need to get more followers on that. Follow us on the TikTok. On the TikTok, bro, I said it like an old man. On the TikTok. On TikTok. Follow us, please. We'll be all right. And also on our Facebook page. Don't forget to click on this for Sports Talk Kamau Felix on our Facebook group. Join our Facebook group. And don't forget also, the man at our too sweet to be sour. He'll be working on, he'll be making when the show goes get started tomorrow. He'll be putting in the implements in the background. That man right there, Mr. Marcus R. Holmes. Check him out on TikTok too as well. And you'll see that he'll teach you all the right things to do when it comes to getting a job, fixing your resume, how to answer those star questions, and how to go in and negotiate your salary, all that good stuff. HR specialist, Mr. Marcus Holmes. All right, moving forward. Right now, we are moving to our next segment. We are going to the NBA. And as we look at the NBA right now, the game's getting closer in Golden State. Golden State is behind. Pistons win, I should say, 117-112. With just about 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We're keeping a close eye on that. And what I did want to talk about for the Pistons, I got a chance to watch them play for the first time a full game. Just about a full game last night when I saw them down in Phoenix. Couple observations. Kate is that guy. I did not expect that. I never thought I would actually say that. Kate is that guy. They've been hyping him up. I was always like, nah. He that guy. After watching him last year, as opposed to this year, he's in a much better place as a ball player. His defense still needs to work on, of course. Defense needs to be worked on. But everybody got some things to work on. He can get a shot off at any time in any place that he wants. He's been a smart court awareness out there. And Beef Stew is taking a step back in his game. He's a fouling machine and rebound. That's what he out there to do. So Thompson, what is he? He's just a basketball player. He's not a forward. He's not a guard. He's not a center. I know they talk about him being a defensive stopper. I didn't see him. I just saw him out there he just made a few plays. They need not give him the position on his, they put the G, the P, the F, PF or center. He's none of those. He's just a player. They should just put P for player up next to Mr. Thompson. And James Durham, solid ball player. I can see him being a reserve for the All-Star game. Really solid rebounds, has a good offensive game. But what impressed me the most was something that I'd seen before. That dang on Dylan. The boy can ball.
Who?
Dylan Brooks. The Phoenix. The boy can ball. He spent too much time trying to play the Robin role. If he just played more basketball, he leading the league. He got the most technicals since 2017, 2018.
Okay.
He's not even half over. The boy can ball. If he concentrated on balling and not going out there starting trouble, he could really be a top 25 player easily. The boy can ball. He really can. It hurt me to see him out there with the skills that he has, being almost playing playing the fool. That's the best way to put it. That's the best way to put it. Play the role almost like a fool. So, and I knew that game was over. What's the boy with the Duke that's playing now? They shoot the threes. Jared Allen. Did he go to Duke? Or am I talking? It's the last name.
That's I forget his name, but yeah, he went to Duke. Grayson Allen. Jared Allen played for Buffalo. Grayson Allen. Grayson, he started getting a little gray around the edges. Keep his little fade a little tight, a little high. He's a solid ball player. Will he ascend to that next level? That I don't know. The Pistons, no way they should have lost that game last night, especially with the kid, their best player being out like that. He's sitting on the sideline looking sad with the little sweater on. The kid from Duke, what's his name? The one they always call him,
They always Kobe. He was Kobe's little shadow.
Oh, you talking about Booker?
Yeah, Devin Booker.
Devin Booker went to Kentucky. He go to Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. Yeah, went to Kentucky. So they always talk about him. He was sitting on the sideline looking sad. I'm looking at him like, I know he injured, but he literally on the side. Come on, brother. Come on now. Get out there. Hope he get healed pretty quickly so we can get out there and play a little bit better ball. But I can see why the Pistons are in first place. Well, I can also see why they won't go far. Because
they're in first place because Jason Tatum is not in Boston.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton in Indiana.
I agree with you 100% on that. I agree. If Cleveland has taken a step back because their coach is our coach. Cleveland still had kept the coach. Was smart enough to not to decide with the player over the coach. They'd be in first.
I'm still confused on how you say Cade is that guy. Cade is that guy. He can't even get out the first round.
But what I saw last night, he has the capability for what they've been projecting him to be. That's the best way I can put it. When I've seen him play in the past, I always had that question. Last night, because every time I've seen him before, and I saw him play against Dallas last year, a year before that, all he did was complain and argue. Every little time down the court, a little ticky-tack. Seems like he's gotten beyond that now, like Luka did all the time. He's not doing that anymore. He's playing. So.
A year older. I guess you lost some sales or something.
He's a year older and a year more mature.
And they can't even get out the first round. They ain't going nowhere, man. You'll see an All-Star game. What?
I'm not saying that they won't. And here's why. Phoenix is a good team. But Phoenix jumped out on them quick, just like Michigan jumped out on Michigan State tonight. Phoenix jumped out on them quick. And they really didn't have an answer. Jared Allen hit those threes. The other kid, I forget his name, spotting up for threes. There was two other guys. And Phoenix's bench outplayed the Pistons bench. And when I kept saying to myself, I see why they signed an old boy to a 10-day contract, because they need a score on that second level. Because what's the name's going, 17 is going, they're in the second level, and that score from that second team is had the trouble with the gambling. Allegedly.
McHale.
Yeah. So because outside of that top 5, 6, 7 players, they don't have a lot of scoring. So they need somebody to come off the bench and put some numbers up. Because on the first team you got Cade and Tobias, then Duran. Tobias can put up numbers. He's just a scorer, and I can see why they would trade him away to bring in Michael Porter Jr. I can see that, because they need another scoring option. Now, they might make it out the first round, but if they get knocked out the first round, it wouldn't surprise me, because they are much better than what I saw last year at this point, but they're still not that complete team. That's an observation I had from last night. All right, moving forward, don't forget to click like, click share. We are right now on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and the Roku channel, Maxim TV Network. Make sure you're checking us out. Once again, we'll put that QR code back up on there for our TikTok. Please join us on the TikTok side. Join our TikTok page. It's just like you got that our banners behind us. The banners right up there on our page. Come on, check us out, y'all. We need to get our numbers up so we can be live here on Restream as well. We're moving forward. We are moving forward into college hoops. As we've been alluding to all night, Michigan beat Michigan State 83-71, and Jack Brothers Stoopid Event Center spoiled Tom Izzo's birthday, his 71st birthday. He lost to them. I think this is the first time he's actually lost to them on his birthday. I knew last week that they were going to win that game. Just like we were talking in the pre-show, I've seen State play and Michigan play like 2 or 3 games each this year. State is ball center, point guard. If he's having an off time or off game at any point in the game, then they're not going to play the way they should. They're not as good in the half court offensive set. Michigan's long and strong defensively. They contest the shots. They got those big guys down low. Where they just didn't. It's just a big difference. It's just a big difference. 23 for Michigan. That's the one they talked into not going to the NBA, play in the NBA, and he's a good ball player. I can see Michigan making a run at it. I can see them making a grade 8 Final Four run this year at the title. I can see Michigan State Sweet 16, maybe grade 8. I can see Michigan making a run at it. There's a reason why they're number 3. I see that face. What's on your mind? I see that face. What's on your mind?
Bring Jawan back.
And my other friend group of boys, Thomas and Shannon, they're like, Dusty, man, what kind of name is that? Who names their kid Dusty?
Bring Jawan back. That's all I'm going to say. Because, I mean, look, on a neutral court, 9 times out of 10, when the tournament comes, Michigan always draws out west. Would you take that Michigan team to beat Arizona right now?
I would have to say yes.
See you the next week, man. You have a nice
day. Right now, Arizona is number 1. Michigan's number 1.
Would you take
game? I haven't watched Arizona live.
Team to beat Houston?
Say it again?
Would you take that Michigan team to beat Houston?
Yes, because why? It's the same thing we always say. Houston always don't show up in the big game. You think Michigan gonna show up in the big? I mean, Arizona gonna show up in the big game this year?
Yeah,
I hope so. Because
do you see that? Do you see what he got over there?
He got Master P's son putting up numbers coming off the bench.
Do you see what he got over there?
Yeah, of course, we got it. That's there in our wheelhouse. Houston is 18-2 in the Big 12 right now. They beat TCU and TCU this week. I wish that we had better weather. I could have went over there and watched that game. They won 79-70 at the Dickies Arena. Houston, they playing well in the Big 12. Right now, Michigan is 10-1 in the Big 10, 20-1 overall. State is 9-2 in the Big 10, 19-3 overall after tonight's game. We take a quick peek in on the Pistons game. 124-120 with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left approximately in this game. So we're going to see what's happening with them. And we're going to win this game down the stretch. It's a tight game. And so that could, once again, it concerns me. The Warriors are 27-22. They without emo Jimmy. Of course, you going to always have Steph. Steph going to keep you in the game. You're going to have Draymond going to try and talk you out your game. This is out on sort of a mini West Coast swing right now. Let's see if they can pull us out. To me, there's no excuse for them not to win this game. But we'll talk about that. We're going to keep moving. All right, in the NBL right now, Maximum Basketball League, they are coming down the stretch. IGM is 7-7. Mason Monsoon 6-6. Albany Good Life is 9-3. And let's see here, DFW Gorillas are 13-0, and the Fort Worth Goats are 8-5. The Crotona Hawks are 12-0. New York Court Kings are 10-3. Get back up here real quick. Make sure I got this in here. Get to the caption, and bam! Make sure we talking about the right thing. Got the right thing on the screen. Get back over here again. Yeah, let's see here. The Minnesota Bulldogs are 12-1. The Chicago Legends are 10-3. The Grand Rapids Fusions is 8-3, and the Minnesota Broncos are 8-6. That Midwest Division looks like it's probably about the best right now because you got 4 of the 5 teams are above 500. We got Model City at 9-3. The young ones at 10-3. We got Valley Flight at 9-4. You also have Michigan Avengers at 12-0. Detroit Panthers at 9-4. Strictly Business at 8-6, and Michiana Magic at 6-6. They're coming down the stretch in the NBL. I'm gonna do my best to get down to Arizona for their championship game this year. Talk to Aramis, the commissioner, the gentleman who works with us in terms of allowing us to use the National TV Network credentials for the show, and get down there. Hopefully, I can do a live remote for the show as they go through the playoff for the Final Four weekends. We just see what happens. All right. Moving forward, we are moving to. We are right now in the NHL. Last night, the Red Wings lost to the Washington Capitals 4-3. They were down 3-1 for a long time, and they tied up 3-3 to take it in overtime. They did lose in overtime for the Washington Capitals. They are now 32-17-6, and 1-0 since the last show. And still second place in the Eastern Conference of the Atlantic Division, and they are in sixth place overall, with the Avalanche, Lightning, Wild, Hurricanes, Stars, and the Red Wings coming up and bringing up the real in the sixth place. So Red Wings they're in the dogfight. A lot of those teams are really, really strong. And then 1 or 2 games literally separate everybody right now.
Right.
So it's a lot of parity, a lot of good teams in there. And hopefully, I'm not going to say hopefully, but we'll see if they're going to do something about the trade deadline this year. They're going to make some moves, or they're going to stand pat where they are. I got a feeling that answer is, if you're in second place right now, you're in a good position to make the playoffs. I don't know if they're going to be buyers or sellers, or they're going to stand pat. If they're in Vegas, I would see them going like this, telling the dealer. So we're going to see. All right, moving forward, it's about that time. We're a little bit ahead of our time, but it's all right. Now, women's sports news. This segment is down. It's slave. It leaves no crumbs. Girl, get your coins.
Man.
In women's sports news, we have, of course, we talking about Texas, South Carolina, and LSU. We will have the Valentine's Day. You pick them for the LSU South Carolina game. We're gonna put that up. That game is on 14th, so not this week, but next week, right after we do our you pick them for the Super Bowl. Right now in standings, we have UCLA, UCLA, South Carolina, Texas, Vanderbilt, LSU, Louisville, Iowa, Michigan, Oklahoma, Ohio State, TCU, Michigan State, Baylor, Tennessee, Maryland, Ole Miss, Kentucky, Princeton, Duke, Texas Tech, West Virginia, Georgia, Alabama, and Washington. And on Sunday, we have the women's edition of the Michigan State game in Breslin Center Sunday afternoon. We put that in our you pick 'em. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about some tennis. If you pick them, and we got Alcaraz and Djokovic. We're gonna put that one in. We got Stepalinka and Rybakina play in about an hour. They play in about an hour. So those gonna be our three matches for our three contests for our you pick 'em for this week. As we come down the stretch. And let's see here. Also in women's sports, let's see. Texas is 20-2, 5-2 in the SEC. The other night they jumped on Florida, 88-68. South Carolina's 21-2, 7-1 in the SEC after beating Auburn 81-51. And LSU is 22, 5-2 in the SEC. All three of these teams in the SEC, look at that. All three of those top 10. Let's see. So we got South Carolina, Texas, and LSU. 2, 3, 4, and 6 in the SEC. That's outstanding. You don't have any other conference looking that well in men or women in terms of how strong that conference is. Very strong conference. And so LSU beat Arkansas the other night, 92-70. And then both those teams, all three of those teams play weekend games. All right, we're making a good time. We're gonna get out of here a little early. It's all right. We're going to take a quick pause for the calls as we jump into Stoopid Sports News. All right. First thing is Stoopid Sports News. I was kind of debating if I wanted to put this in women's sports, but this is pretty stupid. With Sha'Carri Richardson arrested in Florida for speeding. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, within the last 24 hours, she got arrested for speeding, go over 100 miles an hour on the freeway, and she was arrested. So that falls under reckless endangerment. So anytime you get a speeding ticket, you can actually get yourself arrested if you're going too fast, depending on where you are. You go 60 to 35, reckless endangerment. You're going 100 miles an hour on the freeway and the speed limit is 65. Reckless endangerment. You can be arrested for all those things. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's bonded out by now. And I got to put that song on. You remember that song when we was kids? There was a song you were about to sing. You know the song I'm about to sing? If it ain't one thing, it's another.
I don't remember that song. Where you get that song from?
You remember that song? If it ain't one thing, it's another. I'm gonna send it to you. You got an iPhone, right? I'm gonna send it to you on Apple Music. Yeah, oh yeah, that was a classic song from the early '80s.
I thought you was about to sing that song, "Just a Good Old Boy."
Because you got pulled over by the state troopers in the South. That might be better. That might be better. But I think my point is, there's always something with her. Of course, we not want to go through the whole history, but it seems like every time she's moving, advancing forward her career, advancing forward her track abilities, she's doing something to hold herself back. And these are things that she's doing herself. Nobody's doing them to her. That's the point I'm making. You got to be better than that. You got to be better than that. All right. Brenda Tracy versus Mel Tucker lawsuit has been dismissed. The very last one that she filed to try and get some of that $100 million that he did not get. She was trying to get the last of it. No, my sister, you didn't get that. It got dismissed, and so hopefully that's the end of that saga. I got a feeling it ain't. I got a feeling there's gonna be some more stuff coming through. Because I think it's to the point where she's gonna keep doing this. Thinking of not even returning it. I gotta keep making you pay these court costs. I may not get no money, but you ain't gonna get it either. Yeah. That's what I think she's doing.
Could be.
Could be. Have you ever heard the name Jordan Seating? You know who that is?
No.
Top prospect offensive lineman for the University of Colorado. You know what this young man did? He went to the University of Colorado a department where they do all the video. The video department said, put me a video together. All my highlights, a highlight video of myself. They're like, they made it because they thought he was coming back. He took that video and sent it to the other schools and jumped in the portal. This is who I am. This is my highlight reel. Took the video that the Colorado people made for him, said how great he was, just to take that video and go put himself in the portal. So, wow. That ain't stupid sports news. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. That's crazy. That's just real crazy. That's just real crazy. All right. We're going to jump into one quick question. One quick question for you. Are you surprised that Michigan put a hurdle on Michigan State like that tonight?
Yeah. In East Lansing, man, you can imagine what's going to happen when they go to Ann Arbor.
Yep. I got an early prediction going to Ann Arbor. They beat them by what, 11, 9 or 11, something like that tonight. They was up as much as 17. I think it's going to be a 21, 22-point loss going into Michigan. I hate to say that. That's one of the last games of the season. It's going to be in Ann Arbor. I knew we was in trouble when I turned that game on and Gus Johnston was calling doing the play-by-play.
Man, Gus is all right, man.
Gus is a bum. I'm sorry. Gus is not a bum. I'm just not a fan of him in this style. The way he was just, it was at the point where he was calling out names. They throw the ball around. So-and-so, the so-and-so, the so-and-so, oh, the so-and-so. And all he was doing was passing the ball. Like, Gus, it's overkill right at this point. I literally want to turn the game off and just watch it. Because if I got to hear his voice in the background, it's like taking a scratch on a chalkboard.
I'd rather listen to Gus than Tony Romo. Yeah.
They about 6'1", half a dozen of them now. They about 2 peas in the pot.
I'd rather listen to Gus than what's my man name on Monday Night Football with Troy Aikman.
Joe Buck.
Yes.
Now, I told you I'm okay with Joe Buck right now. After seeing him on that one show and listening to him and listening to him talking all the stuff he talked about, Joe Buck is all right. Before that, I did not like Joe Buck. I agree with you. I'm all right with Joe Buck because he was able to go on that show and he did a lot to humanize himself. I got to see him as a person, not just the guy in the booth and the talking head that I've always saw, man. Gus Johnson, on the other hand, what was he wearing? We're not gonna go there. We're gonna leave Gus alone.
That's all right, man. I'm telling you.
Gus on his way right now to the Detroit airport, so he can go to another. He probably on the private plane right now, because he probably got another game to call tomorrow. Gus on the bus. See you later, Gus. All right. We moving on predictions. Last week we were both 2-1 after today's game. I really should have won my first nine because last week I kept saying Michigan really gonna win that game. Michigan really not win that game. I really kind of knew that they was gonna do it, but Michigan State did lose, and we both picked Michigan State, so we both 2-1. We both picked both games of the Super Bowl champions who are going to the Super Bowl right now. The Super Bowl we're gonna have New England versus who's the other team? Seattle. I got some strong opinions about that game. We like I said, we're gonna have a very patriotic year. I wouldn't, because at this point, I think I know I'm leaning towards winning the game. Not because they're a better team, but because it's very patriotic times in our country right now. So you want the Patriots to win because it's so patriotic. And America's great again. Once again, is a great country. So we need to have Patriots being patriotic at patriotic time. All right. In predictions, we got, let's see here. U of M versus and Michigan State women's game on Sunday. Who do you like?
Who, the women?
Yes.
I'm going to go with MSU, the women. 75-60.
I'm going to go ahead and go with my first mind and say what's on my first mind. I'm going to go with U of M. 68. 73-68. U of M women's have been playing some great ball this season. Can't take nothing away from them. All right. And in the women's game in tennis, Sabalenka played up against Rabakina, and that game is at 3:30 a.m. our time because they're in Australia. Who you like?
What's their names again?
Sabalenka versus Rabakina.
Oh, give me the first person.
I like Sabalenka too. And how many sets? Women play 2 out of 3. Men play 3 out of 5.
3.
3. You two in straight sets of 2. I like Sabalenka as well. I like it. I think it's gonna go 2 games to 1. And Djokovic going for his 25th title versus Alcaraz. Who you like in that one?
Say Alcaraz and who?
Djokovic.
Man, give me Alcaraz. I don't like Djokovic. I can't stand him, dude.
And how many sets?
3.
Okay, 3 sets. All right. I like Djokovic. I'm gonna go Djokovic, and I'm gonna go 3-1. 3-1. All right, just finished up. The Detroit Pistons have defeated the Warriors. Detroit Pistons have defeated the Warriors. They are now 35-12. What is that? You got to be quiet. You be talking. You got to be quiet. There we go. Detroit Pistons right now 35-12. No, that's not right. 35. No, I'm in the wrong spot. That's why I got to go up a little bit more. NBA. There we go. 35-12. They are 3-1 since the last show. And overall, they are, let's see here. They are 8-2 since our last game, since over the last 10. 8-2 over since their last 10, and they won that last game. So right now, overall, they are in full league. They Oklahoma, Detroit, San Antonio Spurs, the Nuggets, and the Rockets. Yeah, so I'm not too mad. Once I look at that again, I see that the Rockets are in 5th place overall. You're gonna lose to the team. You're gonna lose to the team that's doing well, which is what I've said from the beginning. All right, young man, that's all we got for today. We out here a little early. I'm gonna let it run for the full hour, and I'm gonna put up our QR code. I'm gonna stop at the 1 hour mark. But as we get out of here, and let's see here, we're gonna have you pick them for next time, and Super Bowl preview next week. Our next show is February 7th. Don't forget Tuesday night, Love and Stuff, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Marcus Holmes, that's his show on Tuesday afternoons. The good Reverend Dr. Valencia, my pastor, Tuesday afternoons, driving Tuesday morning of encouragement, and reality instructor Ed Brown on Detroit in Black and White, Mondays at 8:30. All right, Felix, what's your closing thought for the day? What you got?
People will jump in your business before they jump in the shower.
So get your stinking behind out of my business. I like it. All right. Thank you very much, sir, for joining me once again. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Go get you some rest, and we're going to do this again Saturday.